Good morning, everybody from pmpbeta. My name is Mo Shang. This is going to be my second time uploading a video to this channel. My first time was over a year ago. It didn't go so well. My narration kind of sucked back then. I uploaded the name of Lungofd, but now I'm Mo Shang. I was always Mo Shang. Anyways, I bring you an OU match against OU champ. Funny name. This would be an OU battle, and I made this team with a friend of mine. It's not that standard. I'm gonna explain it right now. There's Don Fan. He's the choice ban in Don Fan. But sometimes if I see Espeon or Zatu on opponent's team, I'll lead with him, and he can surprise them with the Earthquake or whatever. Crobat's there to scout with the U-turn, but he can also shut down walls with Taunt. Crobat's surprisingly good defensively. Slowking's the special defensive wall. Skarmy's physically defensive wall. Skarmy's sometimes I lead with it because it's stat rocks. Rotomo's there to counter Rotom Wash and Volcarona. And Metagross is the Jillagross. That's the sweeper of the team. Looking at my opponent's team, we have a Gengar. Possible leads would be Gengar or Jirachi. Possibly Scizor, maybe U-turn. Whimsicott could also subseed, but seeing I don't know what he's gonna lead with, I decide to lead with my Crobat. And sorry for the pictures, they're kind of iffy. So let's get on with the battle, shall we? So I lead my Crobat, and he actually leads with Jirachi. So I don't know what he's going to do. Maybe set up rocks or T-Wave or whatever. So I go for the Taunt. However, he surprises me by going faster, and he goes for the Iron Head. So seeing how he's Scarfed because he's faster than me, I switch into Slowking, take that hit. It's a crit, and aside from crits and misses, few crits and misses, 3 crits, 3 misses, this game's not too hacksy overall. I know he's going to switch, so I go for the T-Wave. I hit the Scizor, and I go into Donphan because I think I can take pretty much any hit pretty well. However, because, still good natural bulk, even though I'm banded on an offensive set. But I don't take that U-turn that well, so I have to go into Skarmory, seeing the Jellicent. And I don't want to take a Will-O-Wisp or Scald, so I go into Skarmory. He gets the burn, but I don't mind that because Skarmory's just there to take hits. He doesn't really use Brave Bird that much. At least I don't. He's just there to set up rocks and phase out the opponent's Pokemon. Despite not being especially defensive, I'm actually take that Scald pretty well, 1/3. And I'm managing to keep my health at a decent rate. I switch into Slowking because I don't like where this is going because it's at a stalemate. But he double switches into Whimsicott, and seeing this, I don't want to be leech seeded, so I go to Rotomo. This is his first leech seed, and he misses. And leech seed misses, I'm just going to say right now, plague the game. Rotomo actually counters, well, checks. I say check, not counter, because even though this Whimsicott can't do anything to me, I actually can't do anything to it either. Or either, should I say. So, because see Dark Pulse is a 2-hit KO on his sub. But since he sees he can't do anything to me, I switch out in Skarmory. He double switches into Jirachi. A lot of double switches. And he goes for the Fire Punch. I don't see physical Jirachi as that much. Scarf Jirachi is that much of a threat, because the way I see it, Jirachi should not be scarfed because he doesn't have the the attack to do any damage, and Fire Punch is a really weak move. Seeing it only does like 30% to me, it's super effective. I go into Rotomo, and as he sets up a sub, I was expecting a Thunderbolt because they'll sometimes carry it, but he was probably expecting the switch. I go into I use Volt Switch, and I go into Slowking to take whatever he hits, because even if he goes for a Shadow Ball, I should take only about 1/3. So seeing outside, it was a crit, and he draws First Blood, so probably would have taken over half. Some Gengar, I've taken only 1/3 from Shadow Ball before, but he got a crit. I would have liked to keep my Slowking, but and it didn't really affect it that much. He switches out into Scizor, and I 2-hit KO that thing with a Rotom Wash with the Discharge. Now he brings in his Ditto, transform to Rotom Wash, and I go for Discharge and get the Paralyze. This Paralyze is actually kind of important later on in the match. He goes for a Dark Pulse, and I actually went for a Discharge just because I want to get it Paralyzed, because I don't have my Slow King at the moment anymore, so if I want to keep the Ditto, Scarf Ditto is really actually kind of painful to deal with. So Paralyze would have been good, and I didn't have anything. I didn't have any moves to threaten myself with, if you know what I mean. So I go into Donphan, he switches out the Ditto, I guess knowing it's paralyzed, and he goes into Whimsicott, which I don't want to take a Leech Seed, so I go into my Crobat or Rotom again, as he goes for the Cotton Guard, and even though his defense is high, it actually doesn't bother me that much, mostly because high defense actually doesn't do anything to me. I can keep stalling him out, but I go into Crobat anyways. I'm actually not sure why I did this. It was a questionable move, so I guess I realized that when I was playing, and I decided to U-turn out of there. So Leech Seed miss that time actually didn't matter at all. Rotom is just gonna sit here and just keep trying to hit this guy with the Dark Pulses, because really there's nothing much else I can do. If I brought in any other Pokemon, he'd be sub-stalling me all day long, and I really don't want that. So all I can do is sit here and wait till he switches out, which he does this turn, goes into Jirachi, as I go for another Dark Pulse, not really want to over-predict. It does 25%, so that's not too bad. And I switch out on the Skarmory here, seeing how little the Fire Punch did, I wasn't afraid. And Skarmory's just a beat monster defensively, but he's kind of flinch hacking me, and all this time I was actually still afraid of the Fire Punch, and I thought he would be able to sweep my entire team. So I switch into Crobat, but he gets a crit on the Iron Head, so now I'm actually kind of scared, because with Fire Punch Iron Head combo, I thought he was going to be able to take out anything on my team, bar Donphan, but he's faster than Donphan. So, but all this time I didn't realize that he was Scarfed. So I was thinking, bring in Metagross, take a Fire Punch, Agility, maybe kill this Jirachi. That's it. I thought this game was done. But he surprised me by switching me out. I was like, why would he switch out? And then I remember he's Scarfed. So now this game's actually in reverse, because with my set of Bullet Punch, Zen Headbutt, and Earthquake, I can actually take out his whole team. He brings in Ditto, thinking that he's faster than me, but because he's Scarfed, but he totally spaces the fact that he's paralyzed. So that actually caught him off guard, and this game's actually mine. But he actually has one last chance here in the form of Whimsicott. And Whimsicott, with me, Life Orb, Recoil, he can Leech Seed, he can sub, he can stall. It's actually still quite close. However, this part is going to come into play. He goes into the Cotton Guard. He has +6 defense now. Look how much my Zen Headbutt. It does 20%, 1/5 of his health. So I actually can't take him out that easily. He's going to go for Leech Seed here, and it misses. And this is actually really important, because if it did hit, he would have probably gotten back to a quarter health and be able to sub, and he can stall me out to Life Orb and Leech Seed take me out. And then he would have still had a chance to take out the rest of my team with the Rachi, with Fire Punch. But because he missed that Leech Seed, he used Leech Seed 3 times, by the way, missed it 3 times, he actually lost the game right there. Really unfortunate. However, he did get 3 critical hits on me in the form of Crobat, and 1 critical hit on Slow King, and then another useless crit on the Rotom Wash. But really, he got 4 crits in a row, because first turn with the Iron Head on Slow King, then 2 crits that killed Crobat and Gengar and Slow King, and then a useless crit on Rotom. However, I guess it sort of makes up for that fact for the Leech Seed miss is. So all in all, it was a pretty good game, and the score of 3-0 actually doesn't justify how close this game actually was, because really it could have gone either way. If that Leech Seed had hit, who knows what would happen. Maybe I wouldn't have won. But that's a good game. Thank you for watching. However, before you leave, please consider subscribing to my channel. I'll be posting more battles like these. I actually make a new team for every single battle I do because I get really bored of teams really easily. However, I'm still considering making this team better. If you have any suggestions, please tell me. Finding weaknesses or something. Also, if you subscribe to my channel and you message me on YouTube, I will subscribe back for 3 subs. So it's like sub for 3 subs. Yeah, I'll give you 3 subscribers back. If you like one of my videos, tell me, message me, I'll like 3 of your videos. So thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing, and bye.